2กับเกมสุดหลอนไม่รู้หลอนจริงว่าแวมไพร์มาตามล่าหาความจริงกันต่อครับว่าเราเป็นแวมไพร์ได้ยังไงแล้วโรคระบาดที่มันเกิดขึ้นกับแวมไพร์เนี่ยมันเกี่ยวอะไรกันผมว่ามันต้องมีความเกี่ยวพันกันแน่มันบังเอิญเกินไปที่จะเกิดมาพร้อมกันนะเพราะความบังเอิญมันไม่น่ามีในโลกนะ
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadogan fellow.
เราสามารถอัพไอ้นี่ยังไงวะนะครับอัพสกิลอันนี้เป็น inventory นะ ชนาธานรีดอันนี้มีเซรั่มใช่ไหมอ๋อมีสกิลอันติด้วย
Glorious battalion of Pembroke.
ปีได้อะไร
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm
Jonathan
Milton
Reed.
Hooks, the ambulance driver
เพิ่งมา
from
ใหม่
the shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk
เรียก
of
ผม
the
นะ
job.
ชื่อนิวตัน
Judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
นี่ลอนดอนใช่ไหม
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation? It's all right. It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. and by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor.
ขาย
I
ปืน
offer
ให้กับ
them another way to protect their health.
ประชาชน
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since too long, I guess. I'll bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since too long, I guess. I'll bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
ถามไม่ได้แล้ว
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
ปืนซื้อปืนได้นะพาร์ทปืนอะไรเนี่ยแหลกนิดหน่อยต้องเข้าไปข้างในแล้วครับหาข้อมูลกัน
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
เจาะประเด็นไปเลยครับ
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
ถามพยาบาล
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth
สวัสดี
Banner.
แจ้งแล้ว
Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
เป็นเน็ต
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary.
การถ่ายเลือดใช่ไหม
scientific
บัตร
research. He is
transfusion เนี่ย
convinced it is the future.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
คนป่วย
Good
เนี่ย
evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed,
มอร์ทัลคือคน
you
เนี่ย
must know. I'm a vampire.
บอกว่ามันเป็นแวมไพร์ไว้
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this
ดู
hollow
มาก
shell of flesh.
บอกว่าตัวเองเป็นแวมไพร์
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard
โค
syndrome?
ตาซินโดรม
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense
ได้ยิน
the
ทุกอย่าง
life
เลย
pulse of postulant
เสียง
blood
เลื
within
อด
my
เสียง
dying
เลย
veins. I need new blood.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover to hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies?
ถามถึงศัตรูของเขา
Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby.
บอก
I
ไม่ได้
feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not
People
find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are
เรียก
no
เราว่า
match
คน
for
ป
those
ก
that
ติ
hunt
นะครับ
me.
แสดงว่าเขาเข้าใจว่าเขาเป็นแวมไพร์เราลอง question ต้องถามได้ใช่ไหมไม่ได้ละโอเค
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
คิดไปเองหรือเป็นบ้าครับ เดี๋ยวไปถามหมออีกทีอ้าวหมอไปไหนแล้ววะถามพยาบาลถามคนไข้กันดีกว่า
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
ถาม personal question เลย
How
How
close
do
are you
Hawcroft?
to Miss Hawcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
แล้วคุณให้หล่อนกัดคุณว่า
You know that's not sanitary.
And why not?
ทำไมต้องแค่กัดด้วยล่ะ
drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
ถามไปได้ไหม
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
แฮมตันเป็นไงไหม
Reed, is it? Oh, sorry, I must
จะดีขึ้น
apologize
แล้ว
for
นะ
my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
ส่วนตัวไปเลย
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton?
เป็นพระหรือเปล่า เป็นนักบวชหรือเปล่า
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke. Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
ถ้าความหลอนนี่น่าจะเป็นพวกเอาลาดนะอันนี้น่ามา RPG เต็มๆเลยแหละ
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest, and then I can go back to the people who need me.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later. I cannot enter.
นี่มึงย้ายมาเนี่ยนะ
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm,
ต้องการเลือด
vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor.
รู้จักกันนะ
I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Do you plan to make him a vampire
มี
too?
แผนที่จะทำให้เขาเป็นแวมไพร์เปล่า
How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil with the fever.
Fear and disgust on every street corner.
พยามาร
Good
พ
evening.
ยามาร
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm
Pippa
Dr.
Hawkins.
Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
โจนาธาน
Well,
โจนี่
it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
ยิงเลยครับยิงคำถามไม่ได้มันต้องสร้างความมั่นใจกันวะถามเรื่องธรรมดาไปกัน
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long
Iban,
enough to see that the
sorry.
epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
มิวตันอะ
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
การ
I
ข้อ
don't
มูลเยอะแยะเลย
know.
ว่ะ
Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you.
ลองเปลี่ยนมุมมองได้
But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
เปิดใจครับไปกันก็ได้ถามหมดแล้วไปเลยก็ได้ไหม
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
ที่ผมมาทางนี้ใช่ไหม
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
I'll give you some advice, but understand that nothing beats practical experience, which can be exhausting and solitary work.
Of course, sir. And don't worry, I will never allow myself to be a burden, neither to you nor this hospital.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my
มีด้วยกัน
method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to
บาง
play
ที
the
ก็ต้องการ
boy for you?
ขอความช่วยเหลือในรีเสิร์ชนะในการวิจัย
But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and
ได้
precious
เบาะแสใหม่นะครับ
these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique...
มันต้องคุยให้แบบเชื่อใจกันแล้วให้ล้วงความลับส่วนตัวไม่ใช่ความลับล้วงเรื่องส่วนตัวได้
I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed.
ดังนั้นเราไม่ควรเปิดไปถามเรื่องส่วนตัวเลยนะ
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain
คุย
neutral.
เยอะหน่อยนะครับเกมนี้
But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
You think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears, not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
ยิงอะไรดีกว่าทำไม่ได้ครับไปดีกว่าครับ
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
น่ามีอะไรมากสุดที่แรงคุยไปแล้วครับที่เคน พี่เฟดริกครับ
Good
พูด
evening,
ถึง
sir.
ตะกี้
I'm Dr. Reed. May I help?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
จู่โจมนะ
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd.
ติกแลน
They both
กับ
want the
อัค
best
รอย
for me, but there's a lot of
เจ้าของ
pride.
เคสอะ
Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about
อันนี้
yourself.
เรื่องส่วนตัวหน่อย
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
ยิงไงทีนี้เรื่องส่วนตัวดิ
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me, and now I may lose everything
Yeah,
because I'm
what
not
colour?
careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be
ตายยังไงวะ
responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick, unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself, but I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1950.
เนี่ยมันตายยังไงครับปี
I was in the
1915
army,
จะเป็นทหาร
building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The
ส่งไปแล้วห
Germans
น้า
sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring
ถาม
them
ห่วง
with
ใจ
her.
สักหน่อยนะถามถึงลูกก่อน
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I'll let you down, my boy.
File your office on the second floor ต้องขึ้นไปที่ชั้น2นะหาออฟฟิศแล้วก็ enter the backyard garden
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen.
ข้างในมีใครบ้าง
As for me,
ขอสอบถามสักนิดนึง
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick.
Beatrice
Could you
Goswick
check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
ปิดป้าฮอว์กิน
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
ไอ้แว่นนี่มันให้อะไรวะ
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts
ไม่
too
อยากพูด
much.
อะไร
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer.
มอร์ติเมอร์
Mortimer Goswick.
ลูกวิญญาณเนี่ย
How painful is your throat, Mr.
ปวด
Goswick?
คอ
So
นะ
painful, I'd rather not talk at all.
ปวด
Doctor.
มากเลยถ้าพูดอะไรเยอะ
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just
แต่
your
เขียน
throat,
ปากกา
Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes,
แต่
maybe.
ไอ้นี่ไม่เอาเลย
But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest.
แม่มันอยากให้ได้เจอได้พบอะไรดีๆโรงพยาบาลนี้
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful, I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
ไม่อยากคุยอ่ะ
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
ได้
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to
ก็ไม่
contact
คุย
me
วะ
if you need any help.
Doctor.
พี่พินอยู่ไหนพี่พินนี่พี่พินเหรอนี่ไม่ใช่เลยเจ้าหน้าที่เครนนี่เมื่อกี้คุยเรื่องพี่พินคิดคุยกับมันอยู่นี่หว่าไหนซะแล้วฮะฉันมาหาครับชันฮันตัน แฟนพี่พินไปไหนแล้วขอทำอะไรหน่อยสติ๊กเล่น
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
นี่มันขายอะไรอ่ะโอ้70 บาทฟินเหมือนว่ากูจะไม่มีตังค์ไง
Tomorrow, more bodies will
เจอกันนะเราต้องไปชั้น 2กันครับเหมือนว่าชั้น 2จะมีเจ๊ปิ๊ปปิ้นไปไหนเนี่ยโอ้ไปไหนวะทำไมอันนี้กูไม่รู้จักอ่ะ
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does
พว
my
กข่าวไปเร็ว
arrival
แล้วกันนะกูเพิ่งลงเรือเอง
some way, Dr.
พวกมึงรู้จักกูหมดแล้ว
Let
เนี่ย
us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swans's enthusiasm
นี่
for
เราจะใคร
hiring
ที่เขาพูดถึง
What we
ใช่ไหม
need here are reliable professionals,
เจ้าของเค
not
ส
overrated
ไอ้
dabblers.
เด็กเจ็บคอเนี่ย
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use
มี
all
เครื่องใจเรื่องผลประโยชน์เลยในโรงพยาบาลบอกไม่ได้บอกใครเลยเอาไอ้นี่เข้ามา
Of course you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy?
ด่าแม่ง
It
มึง
really
ช้า
won't
ก
do
ว่า
you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your impressive skills. Well, it will not be the case with me.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon, and it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative, it is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
พยาบาลพิ้นไปไหนวะสุขภาพใช่ไหมตามหาอย่างนี้เนี่ยเชื่อมากหัวกรอบอยากเดินเรื่องไวๆเหมือนกันเอาผมขึ้นเรื่องบนเลยแล้วกันจริงเราไม่ต้องสนอะไรพวกนี้ก็ได้นะนี่คือชั้น2ใช่ไหมแต่ผมจะไปชั้น3ก่อนไปไม่ได้เว้ย2ก็2เลยวะนี่เราเข้าไปไว้โซนซีอ๋อหาออฟฟิศของเราไม่ใช่ออฟฟิศโซนซีแม่ก็ลืมอ่านเลยว่ะเนี่ยเรื่อยๆแล้ว
It's locked.
นี่ก็อ๋อนี่ไง
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
คราฟอะไรได้โต๊ะคราฟเลยต้องหาการ์ดเวลกินนี่อ๋อมันจะได้เซรั่มเลยแล้วครับพวกกระสุนได้ไหม สามารถแยกออกมาเป็นไอ้นี่ได้เว้ย
Malicious blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
ถ้านอนเราจะอัพนี่ได้ใช่ไหมโอเคโอ้โหแม่บัตรสเปียร์อยากได้อันนี้มันจะเพิ่มเลือดใช่ไหมขอเลือดเยอะๆไว้ก่อนได้ไหมได้เท่านี้อ่ะอันนี้คืออะไรครับ Physical Power กำลังกายครับได้แค่ระดับ2ครับระดับ3น่าจะเต็มบัตรครับบัตร Capacityแล้วผมต้องค่าเยอะๆใช่ไหมไม่พอว่ะ600นี่เลย55โอ้เป็นกรรมคอนเฟิร์มสินะโอเค
I'm to stay here until my research is complete. I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Got the Pembroke Hospital.
Come on, I don't have all night.
เขียนว่า
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Sorry. There's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse. It's locked, all right.
มีที่ไป2 ที่นะครับไปที่แบ็คยาร์ดการ์เด้นครับมันมีอะไรหรือเปล่า
I cannot enter. Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
อะไรวะนายยามถึงถิ่นกูเลยวะแม่จากเฮียซะแล้วอีกตัวครับเทียบมาเฟียไม่กลัวกูกลัวมาเยอะนี่แหละไอ้สัตว์โอ้โหเดี๋ยวหน้าหมดโอ้จิตตายแล้วจิตตายแล้วเด้อไอ้หอกหักเลยขอแดกเลือดมันก่อนอะเฮ้ยโอ้เดี๋ยวต้องหนีแล้วป่ะผมเดี๋ยวสักครู่อ๋อเฮ้ยดีมันก็ไม่สนใจผมเลยเหี้ยเดี๋ยวชีวิตไม่รอดแล้วให้ผมมาที่สวนทำไม54 13ลูกใครเนี่ยอะไรปิปป้า forever มิลตันกับปิปป้าแปลว่ามิลตันกับพยาบาลอะไรพิพินอะไรนะเป็นแฟนกันเลย
So
Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
เดี๋ยวผมไปที่ห้องเก็บศพต่อไม่มีอะไรมันจะเกิดอะไรขึ้นโอ้น่ากลัวเหมือนกันนะศพก็เลยห้องแบบจิตใช่ไหมอย่านะเว้ยอ๋อที่เราเข้าไม่ได้ตะกี้ไงอ้าวกูจะลองเปิดประตูมันเป็นช็อตคัทติดสัตว์เดี๋ยวนะโธ่ให้ผมหาไว้นะในชิปเดี๋ยวเข้าไปดูกันอ้าวนี่มันห้องนี่มันโรงพยาบาลนี่หว่าไอ้เหี้ยกูเข้ามาทำไมเนี่ยผมต้องเข้าไปนี้เสียเวลานี่มีอะไรผิดปกติบ้างเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวนะมันรอยเลือดนะนี่ไฟจุดอะไรเต็มเลยวะ
It's locked.
$5 เมตร$6 เมตร ก็เสพแม่งเลยเสพแม่งเลย
William Bishop must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
ใครอ่ะเฮ้ยกระตังครับต้องเก็บไว้ก่อน
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
โรงพยาบาลว่างเปล่าหมดแล้วนะเฮ้ยมึงมาจากไหนเนี่ยไอ้สัตว์ขอกูแดกหน่อยเลยคุยแหมมาไม่ซูมไม่เสียงเลยตกใจแมท
It's locked, all right.
ตัวก็ล็อก
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
เล่นแบบสไตล์คนไม่เก่งภาษานะครับชั้นบนมีอะไรหรือไม่ตัวอย่างเลือดน่าจะเข้าไม่ได้แล้วนะไฟโซเดียมไฮโปคลอไรด์โซเดียมจากไหนอะโอ้ยเอ้ยมันเป็นใครวะอ้าวเปิดได้แล้วดูก่อนกูไม่ไว้ใจมึงไอ้สัตว์เป๊ะๆป๊าบๆเนี่ยหายก่อนมีอะไรไหมดีมึงมาเปิดประตูให้กูได้ไงอ่ะเฮ้ยลงก็ลงเว้ยเทียบ
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
ผมพลาดแล้วโอ้ยเฮียกู เฮ้ยกดยาได้ใช่ไหมอินเวนที่ยารักษาโรคไหมเอาเป็นอะไรเติมเลือดไงวะเนี่ยรอสักพักได้ไหมโอ้เลือดสะเลยแรง5น่าจะไหวนะ2 ตัวป่ะเฮ้ยสัตว์เฮ้ยเดี๋ยวเหี้ยติดฝาโจมตีเราไม่โดนนะครับเขาก็ดีเลยขอกัดหน่อยเถอะเต็มหน้าหมดไปเฮ้ยเยอะโซเดียมเนี่ยมีตรงไหนวะเนี่ยมันจะมีอีกตัวด้วยนะสัตว์หาก่อนกลัวผีเนี่ยฆ่ามันกันแล้วกันขอแดกมันก่อนเลยสัตว์เฮ้ยห้องอะไรเนี่ยห้องอะไรวะตัวเยอะใช่ไหมหาได้เถอะ
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this. It's locked.
ไม่ต้องไงเราถึงจะเปิดได้แล้วครับแต่ว่ามันต้องมีสกิลเปิดแค่อะไร อ๋อห้องที่เรามาสักครู่อ่ะเจ๊กูไปไหนอีกห้องนี้เข้ามาแล้วเนาะโอเคก็เหลือแค่ห้องนี้ถ้างั้นนะเฮ้ยไอ้สัตว์เฮ้ยเดี๋ยวมีกี่ตัวเนี่ยเฮ้ยเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวมนุษย์เงาเหรอไอสัตว์ขอดูดหน่อยสัตว์เอ้ยเวจอนโดอ่ะโหเลือดกูนิดเดียวด้วยเอ้ยสัตว์เดี๋ยวผมยังหายาเดี๋ยวเพิ่งแป๊บนึงผมหาวิธีการเติมเลือดกันไอ้เหี้ยกูจะตายมันชอบมาอยู่ข้างหลังผมอ่ะมาดิโอ้ยเหี้ยกูไม่มีที่ไปแล้วจะตายแล้วเดี๋ยวโอ้ยเดี๋ยวหนีก่อนโอ้ยเอ้าพี่ทางตันพยายามไม่ล็อกเป้าดีกว่าล็อกเป้านี้อ๋อมันสั่งเงาได้ด้วย โอ้ยเดี๋ยวโอ้เรียบร้อยผมหิวยาไม่เป็นว่ะเดี๋ยวเราหาข้อมูลว่าเล่นวะผมว่าเล่นมาถึงประมาณนี้แหละคือลงไปก็ต้องเจอมันใช่ไหมเดี๋ยวผมลองหาวิธีกันนี่ในอินเทอรี่ดิลองไปอีกทีไว้เดี๋ยวนี่มันเริ่มใหม่เลยนี่หว่าไอสัตว์จะรู้ไหมเนี่ยหิวเว้ยเจอมาหลายตัวกูก็ไม่ไหวนะเว้ยอ๋อตรงนี้เพิ่มเป็นละก็ทดลองเราต้องทดลองกันของที่เราเก็บไว้มันเหมือนเดิมปะดูดิ
It's locked, all right.
ถ้าเหมือนเดิมคือเราไม่ต้องไอ้นี่แหละ เอ้าพลาดเองไม่ได้เปิดประตูครับพี่ต้องมาแจกอีกนี่ครับจอห์นโดร่างเงาเว้ยมีร่างเงาไอ้สัตว์เฮ้ยเหี้ยกูทำไมกูกำหนดไอ้นี่ไม่ได้เลยวะเย้เดี๋ยวศึกษาวิธีการฆ่ามันเลยดิถ้าผมวิ่งไปเจอไอ้นั่นเลยอะแบบไม่ใส่ใจใครอะไม่ได้เว้ยงั้นก็ต้องเคลียร์พวกนี้ว้ายว้าไปผ่านเคลียร์ตัวเดียวก็พอเอามาพยายามอย่าล็อกเป้ามันเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวไอ้สัตว์เนี่ยพอไม่ล็อกผมก็ไม่เห็นมันเว้ยสัตว์เดี๋ยวโอ้ยเดี๋ยวพลังกูหมดตัวไหนวะเนี่ยมันติดเสาอ่ะในตัวแรกเลยนะ อ๋อใกล้ตายแล้วกูต้องใช้นี่ด้วยอันติด้วยดิแหมเราก็ไม่รู้มาก่อนเว้ย
I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
มีสกิลถอยหลังนะเด้อ๋อนับถอยหลังนี่คูลดาวน์
Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
ไม่เราก็ไม่รู้เว้ยตั้งนานโอ้โหแล้วตอนนั้นผมผ่านมาได้ไงไปตั้งนานวะนิวก็ไม่เป็นครับ the treatment of fatigue โต๊ะครับเลยครับกี่อันนะครับแล้วนะครับแล้วไงต่อให้ชายไปที่ไหนต่อเหรอจ๊ะอ๋อเอายาไปให้โดโรธีเคนได้เลยแต่ข้างนอกมีอีก3 ตัว
Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps? Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again.
โอ้ลองคิดดูในท้องถนนมีพวกกระหายเลือดนี้อยู่เราจะอยู่ไงวะเนี่ย
Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
อยู่นี่2 ตัวใช่ไหมตัวอันตรายมาเดี๋ยวกูจัดการให้ดูดเลยครับผมเก่งขึ้นเลย ใช้ควินินมาแหน่งเวล6แล้วแต่2 ตัวกูละเนี่ยใส่เดียวได้หมดไอ้สัตว์ดอกเดียวตายโอ้ลงนี้ใช้คลอนานแล้วไอ้เหี้ยกูโง่จะมีอีกอ่ะโอเคโอ้โหเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวนะยังไม่คูลดาวน์ไอ้สัตว์โอ้เกือบดับเหมือนกันเกมยากขึ้นก็โอเคอะสนุกดีตรงนี้เหตุกูหลอนไปจะมีอีกเลยไหนการตามตัวที่2เราจ่ายแล้วดูทีเครนอยู่ไหนดูทีเครนนี่ไงเจ๊
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls? When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
blundering idiot.
เอ็ดการ์สวรรค์4แล้วบิงวอลเล็ตแล้วใครอะกระเป๋าตังค์ใครวะดูดิกูก็ลืมดูแล้วเดรี่เบาะแสชี้อยู่ที่ใครนะ
My sweet girl.
ซื้อเส้นบัตร
Like a book. Never could keep it.
ผมหาสวรรค์4แล้วกัน4อะไรสวรรค์4อันนี้มันหน้าโรงพยาบาลเฮ้ย
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer. Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time.
Now
you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick.
Ladyship.
You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
จะเลือกเควสไงล่ะห้องสวรรค์ซีมีอะไรให้โดนมาเนี่ยหลักเลยอัพสกิลแป๊บหนึ่งไปเฮ้ยแม่งเสียงแม่งเพราะดีว่ะจะไปพบกับใครกันข้างล่างนี่กับมันก็ได้วะ
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here.
คนที่มาช่วยเรานี่หว่าจำท่าทางได้
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Pardon my boldness, Your Ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
So lucky to have Dr. Reed.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pell.
If only there were more of us, less resignation and more determination.
I know I can count on you. I wish I could say the same for the others.
And I thought last summer's epidemic was
You're
difficult.
pushing yourself too hard.
พยายามจะไม่ฆ่าคนนะฮะ
patients are not fools. They know we are overwhelmed by this horrifying epidemic.
The pain. It's here again.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. I feel better already. Can I go soon?
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
จำไม่ได้ว่ะกระเป๋ามันของใครวะ
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Dr. Reed.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
Have you heard rumors of underhand dealings in the hospital?
If you want to know what's going on here, you better talk to Miss Jones. She knows everything. Especially what she shouldn't.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
On every street corner. The daily routine.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Have you heard of any blackmailing going on within these walls?
I have no time for mortal games. My secrets are beyond their comprehension, Dr. Reed.
นี่เข้าใจว่าตัวเองเป็นนี่นะ
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed.
Blood is the only drug I need.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Mistress of the Dark.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me...
อยู่ไกลยังวะ
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
รู้เรื่องแล้วให้หุบปาก
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones. She's the eldest patient here.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
มีตังค์อะไร ขายได้ด้วยเหรอจะไปมาเจอกันแล้วกันเดี๋ยวเขาเรียนรู้เรื่องการสมปืนอะไรกันก่อนหาโดโรธีกัน
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
ตอบแบบไม่ที่มากเลยนะถามเรื่อง
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Tell me what Dr. Tippett did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippett would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippett in our situation?
I can't say I approve of what you did. But as a field surgeon, I know that some situations require you to bend the rules.
I'm not proud of what I've done, but to contain the epidemic must be our priority, so we can't afford to lose Dr. Tippett.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes. Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins.
But
are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Okay. ไม่ถ่ายไหมไม่ช่วยอะไรนะโอเค
Goodbye.
Bye. ไปหาโดโรธีเครนไหนอะโห50 กว่าเมตรยายเขาไปทำอะไรแถวนี้ยายโดโรธีใครวะเนี่ย
You can't just die like this.
Don't worry, we're safe. No one is here. Relax.
คุยก็ได้มึงอุตส่าห์เดินมาหากูแล้ว
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir.
โดเพื่อนมัน
We were
หาย
en route for the hospital, but we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. Taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Don't worry, we're safe.
ไปหาเจโดละทีไงวะ
Back home, idiots!
Ôi kìa. Ôi. Nó ออกนอกโรงพยาบาลแล้วกูเป็นผู้ร้ายทันทีเลยวะเนี่ยเนี่ยจะมาคุยหาของที่ขยะเฉยเอาสวยพวกมึงอะเยี่ยมแม่งมีปืนไปกันดีกว่าจะไปหาอีเจนั่นยังไงวะ
I cannot enter.
กลับโรงพยาบาลกันดีกว่าผมแค่จะไปตามภารกิจแค่นั้นแหละโอ้โห บานโดยที63 เมตรเนี่ยเข้าไปไม่ได้อะไรวะต้องให้ชายไปไหนก่อนไหมเนี่ยโดโรธีเครนหายายไปยังไงวะ
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
ถ้ารู้จักไวท์ชัปเปลไหมครับถ้าเล่นเคยเล่นไอ้เกมอะไรอะหรือว่าดูเรื่องฆาตกรรมอ่ะก็คือแถวนั้นมันจะเป็นอะไรแจ็คเดอะริปเปอร์ครับแจ็คเดอะริปเปอร์มันจะล่าเหยื่อแถวนั้นแหละไล่ไม่ยาวเลยนะผมจะพักสักหน่อยไปแบบไม่มีทิศไม่มีทางเลยครับฮิวยังไงยังไม่รู้เลยนะแล้วพรุ่งนี้ผมก็มีภารกิจอะไรงานวันแม่
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
เราจะหยุดพักสักหน่อยอีกสักหน่อยก็ได้ครับลองไปดูผมก็อยากรู้เหมือนกันน่าจะเจอกับบอสเปล่าวะมันเลือดขนาดนี้
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
มีไอ้พวกปีศาจอยู่ข้างล่างครับเลื่อนลงไปข้างล่างเลยต้องทำช็อตคัทไว้เฉย ไอ้สัตว์ต้องลงข้างล่างครับตอนนี้เราขอหาอะไรข้างบนก่อนอาวุธน้ำเห็นเยอะแต่ช้านะครับลงไปทางโน้นก่อนแล้วกัน
see the sky, feel the fresh air.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air.
มาช่วยเพื่อนในคนตะกี้นะ
I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Hmm? เฮ้ยกินได้เลยเหรอสัตว์แม่งพลาดแล้วกูไม่อยากฆ่าคน
Don't be sorry. We'll meet again soon, and we will be serene and beautiful.
ได้อยากฆ่ามึงเลยเพื่อนการฆ่าคนบริสุทธิ์ครั้งแรกเลยของผมแล้วเนี่ยเขารู้สึกเลยไหมผมรู้สึกใจหายนะครับผมคนดีอะฮะแต่ผมอยากลองนี่คือท่าเรือที่เจนั่นมาปะอ๋อว่าที่เดียวกันจะเลื่อนมาหน่อยสวยกูก็เข้าไปช่วยRat in the Hospital ประมาณว่าเหมือนแบบมีไส้ศึกเนี่ยหรือเปล่าโจมตีโคตรแรงอะอ๋อเดี๋ยวไวชาเปลก็ต้องมนุษย์หมาป่าเหรออะไรเนี่ยแดกแม่งเลยสัตว์เฮ้ยตัดตอดเลยอย่ามาไหลกับพี่โอ้ยขอแดกหน่อยไอ้สัตว์โอ้ย อู้อู้เดี๋ยวเต็มหน้าหมดอ่ะแดกหน่อยแดกหน่อยโอ้โหวาร์ปมาโดนว่ะโคตรสวยอ่ะแดกหน่อยเถอะลูกพี่เอ็งเลยเหรอเอ็งเลยเหรออู้เหี้ยพลาดแล้วกูตัวมันแดกคืนเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวเนี่ยขอสกิลคูลดาวน์กันเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวกลับไปแดกโอ้เฮ้ยเดี๋ยวแม่งแรงกระแทกเฮ้ยโอ้ยเดี๋ยวสมิน่าหมดเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวลูกอย่าโอ้ยพระเจ้าช่วยโอ้ยเดี๋ยวกดผิดปุ่มไอ้เหี้ยจะตายแล้วครับเดี๋ยวดอกแรกมาอย่างดีเลยสัตว์ขอแดกหน่อยเถอะโอ้ปิดดับเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวเธอเดี๋ยวอย่าโอ้แม่งพลาดว่ะโอ้ยขอแดกเนี่ยมีเลือดอัพขึ้นมาอีกหน่อยไหมโอ้โหแม่งรู้ทันอ่ะ ขอแดกหน่อยไอ้น้องดอกเดียวน่าจะลงแต่แม่งยากยังไงในศพไอ้นักเลงมันอยู่ไหนโอ้โหดูที
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
ไวชาเปลอ๋อมันเรื่องไอ้นี่ไงเกมไม่ต้องเก็บตัวอย่างใช่ไหมไอตัวอะไรเนี่ยไอมนุษย์หมาป่าหนูแดกพระเอกแม่งแดกหนูไอ้สัสถ้ารู้ว่าต้องชีวิตพระเอกต้องมาแดกหนูนี่แบบเราก็ฆ่าไอ้คนนี้ไปแล้วได้เลยน่าสงสารว่ะอยากเป็นคนบาปเว้ยแม่พาร์ทนี้ต้องสืบสวนเยอะเป็นพิเศษนะครับต้องคุยโน่นนี่นั่นต้องแบบมีขู่ด้วยแบบมีไม้อ่อนไม้นวมได้ทุกต้องได้ทุกอย่างแต่ว่าเดี๋ยวจะพักชัปเตอร์ไว้ชัปเตอร์2ไว้แค่นี้ก่อนไม่ใช่EP 2ต้องขึ้นชัปเตอร์2ยังไม่จบนะเรื่อยๆอยากจะพักสักหน่อยพรุ่งนี้ต้องไปงานวันแม่อะไรสักอย่างนะครับ
Hello again, Mr. Blight. I'm happy to see Mr. Thatcher is safe for now.
I'm eternally grateful, Doctor. We were total strangers and you helped us anyway. Can't thank you enough, sir.
How do you feel about Oswald Thatcher? You are more than friends, aren't you?
I love him. I love Oswald. We knew we wouldn't survive the war without each other. But I am terrified, Doctor.
What frightens you so much?
What if people find out? Oswald says I'm ashamed, but it ain't that. It's more, well, you know, I never thought I'd love a man.
Enjoy your love. And enjoy life as long as you can, Mr. Blight. Don't let anyone tell you who you should love or how you should love them.
I appreciate your kind words, sir. But it ain't that easy. It's all so new to me.
You and Oswald were buried alive during the war. Tell me about it.
Yeah. It was last summer. A shell hit our trench and we were buried for a week.
Oswald seemed far more traumatized than you by the event.
It wasn't the first time it happened to me. Surviving it again gave me strength. You believe that?
How did you survive for a week?
Luckily for us, there were rations and water in the tunnel. It was an outpost, see? Since then, Oswald's not keen on being inside for too long.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
It started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald, he found me and saved me.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
เราจะไม่แดกเขานะฮะเพราะเราแดกเพื่อนเขาไปแล้วไม่ไปไว้ชับเร็วแต่เดี๋ยวก่อนอัพของแป๊บของมาเติมเรื่อยๆเก็บเรื่อยๆใช่ไหมห้องใครนี่ห้องใครเอ่ย
It's locked, all right.
จะเปิดได้ไงผมก็ต้องกดใช้อีกก็อัพสกิลกัน เดี๋ยวเราจะไปที่ไวท์ชาเปลกันต่อไหนผมบอกจะพักว่ะไม่ธรรมดาเหมือนกันนะเดี๋ยวดูดมันเข้าไปนักล่ามันไปไหนไม่ได้เลยผมก็ไม่อยากฆ่าคนเยอะนะ
This one's mine!มันติดลมว่ะวันนี้มีอะไรครับผมไม่ใช้ปืนเลยโอ้นี่ก็นอนได้ สียงนั่นหน่อยไหมมันจุดอะไรอีกวะ
It's locked, all right.ไม่เหรอ This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Son Braille.
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
ผมจะไม่ฆ่าใครอีกแล้วครับนี่ครูวันนั้นเป็นคนแรกและคนสุดท้ายน่ามีอะไรอีกข้างบนมีอะไรอ๋อยังแม่งทะลุหากันไว้ลงข้างล่างกูน่าจะเจอ มีถ้วยแดกหนูด้วยวะไอ้สัตว์ผมว่าผมน่าจะเจอกับบอสว่ะเร็วๆนี้ บ้านจะนอนก็ไหลกันเรียกไปทางนี้ดีกว่าไอ้เหี้ยโคตรเยอะเอ้าอะไรยังไงก็ต้องเพื่อเลเวลเว้ย
เอ้าเดี๋ยวมันมีไฟเหรอกูตายกระจอกมากโอ้งั้นเดี๋ยวผมขอพักเลยนะครับ ไม่ไหวห่วงแล้วพรุ่งนี้เรามาต่อพาร์ทแล้วกันต้องไปเจอพวกนี้ใหม่อีกรอบโอเคครับงั้นเดี๋ยวผมขอจบพาร์ทตรงนี้กันแล้วกันนะ